Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another NHL slate, playoff hockey, continuing here throughout the month, Stanley Cup Playoffs. So, should be another fun slate of games. We have 4 games we're going to be going over today: Capitals, Bruins, Hurricanes, Predators, Jets, Oilers, and the Blues and the Avalanche. But before we get into the video, before we get into the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias here at Bets Earl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord link if you guys want, our Discord chat if you guys want to join that. The link to that is in the description of the video down below. All right, quick recap of what happened yesterday, and another tough day in the NHL. Just the first couple days started off amazing, and then we've fallen off a cliff a little bit here, but hoping to turn it around today. Florida, our only winner last night, and that was a really, really good win for them. Hopefully I can swing the momentum in the Florida Panthers direction for the series. Loss on New York, minus 116. That was a back and forth game. It was 1-0, then 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4. Like, it was a close game the whole time. It was a close, competitive game, very scrappy, very entertaining game. Unfortunately, just did not swing our way at the end. The Toronto puck line did not cash as well. They lost 2-1, and they also lost their captain, John Tavares, most likely for the foreseeable future. They're going to have to go without Tavares on that second line. That was just an ugly hit. It wasn't illegal. It was an accident on Corey Perry, but that was just a scary sight. And I'm glad to see that like an hour ago, the NHL posted that he had been released from the hospital after that head injury. So I doubt we'll see Tavares for the rest of the playoffs. I expect the Maple Leafs to rally around that, and I think they win tomorrow's game pretty well. But that's tomorrow, though. And then we also had the Minnesota Wild. I want the Minnesota Wild that played in the first period. I don't know what the team was the last 2 periods, but I want the Minnesota Wild we saw up 2-0 and should have been 3-0. But Fiala was being held, which caused him to be offsides. So that was just annoying. But 1-4 day yesterday. Not great. We're 6-12 now. We're lucky that we had that plus 300 cash, unless we'd be way worse in our record. 33.3%. Not great right now. Down 3.5 units in hockey during the postseason. But hoping to get it back on the right track here with today's slate. We got 4 games in the NHL. Starting it off with the 6:30 game, we have the Bruins taking on the Capitals. A minus 160 for the Bruins, a plus 144 for the Capitals. Over under 5.5 goals for this one. I lean towards the over in this game. I think we're going to see some more goals after it was a lower scoring game last time. I think we can see the offense opening up a little bit more in this game. We just need to see more from that Washington power play. That just hasn't looked particularly great the first few games. But one thing that's very frustrating about this series, I've had the Capitals all 3 games, and I'm going right back to them today. Yes, I know they're down 2-1, but this Capitals team, they're still very good. But they're, I think, 11 minutes away from saying the Capitals are up 3-0. They've had third period leads in all 3 games. They blew the last 2. I think Capitals have been the better team so far this series, and just the series doesn't show that because they give up leads, which is unfortunate. So I think the Capitals bounce back here. This is Ilya Samsonov's second game back. I think he'll be ready to go. He looked good last game. I think he's going to look good again tonight. I think the Capitals get the job done. Plus 144. It's worth a shot here. I'm taking the Capitals here. Plus 144 versus the Boston Bruins today. In that game, I think that they even up the series here. I believe heading back to Washington after this. But our next game here is the Carolina Hurricanes and the Nashville Predators. Minus 136 for the Hurricanes, plus 123 for the Preds. Over under of 5.5 goals on this game. And this is you guys know where I am on this series. I'm going with the regulation line here on the Hurricanes. You can get them at plus 115. I think they take care of business again tonight. They've just dominated this series so far against the Predators, outscoring them 8-2, which actually happens to be their series record against this Nashville Predators team. 8 wins, 2 losses for the Hurricanes. So I like the Hurricanes to keep rolling here. I'm taking them in regulation tonight in Nashville. I think that they continue to look good. Our starting goalies, it should be Alex Nedeljkovic in net for the Hurricanes, especially after the way he played in Game 2. Getting that shutout, looking really good. UC Saros should be back in net as well for the Nashville Predators. So I like the Carolina Hurricanes in this game. Plus 115 on the regulation line. I think they get it done in 60 minutes. And I think tonight's going to be a little bit lower of a intensity night, really, compared to what we saw last night, where we saw a game go in overtime, a game finished 5-4, a game finished 2-1. I think that tonight we're going to see more regulations. So I like Carolina in regulation, plus 115 for this game. Our next one is the Winnipeg Jets at the Edmonton Oilers. Should be Mike Smith versus Connor Hellebuck. No confirmed goalies yet, but I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. And last game was an eye-opener, I think, for the Oilers. I don't think they shut down McDavid back-to-back days. I think that the Oilers bounce back here at home against a Winnipeg Jets team that looked better in Game 1. I will admit that, but I think that the Oilers tie up the series here versus the Jets. I'm taking them plus 100 on the regulation line. I think they get it done within 60 minutes, and this is a good spot for them. This is an Oilers team that should, I still think, win the series. And if you want to bet them on the series line, you can get a nice plus money price here, which is, I really like this price. Plus 110 on the Oilers now after they were a minus 200 to win the series before Game 1. I think that this is a spot where Edmonton ties up the series, wins it in regulation. Give me the Oilers plus 100 in regulation tonight versus the Winnipeg Jets in that game. And heading on to our last game of the night, Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues, minus 214 for the Avalanche, plus 192 for the Blues. Over under of 5.5 goals for this one. And I feel if there's any time for the Blues to win a game in this series, it's probably this game. Their first game at home, they'll be playing in front of a home crowd in St. Louis. But I just don't trust this Blues team at all. We're going right back to the regulation line. I will lay the minus 140 tonight versus the St. Louis Blues for the Colorado Avalanche to get it done in regulation. I see another 4-2, 5-1 type of game for this Colorado Avalanche team. They've played really well in the first 2 games of the series, and St. Louis has just looked lost, 6-3 and 4-1. This is a Colorado team that I think is going to cruise through this first round series, and whoever they play in the second round is going to give them a little bit more friction. But I like the Colorado Avalanche here in regulation at the minus 140. I think that's a good enough price to take them on the regulation line. All right, quick recap over today's games, and then we're going to head on out for this video. I like the Washington Capitals here, plus 143 versus the Boston Bruins. I like the Carolina Hurricanes, minus 1 or on the regulation line, plus 115 versus the Nashville Predators. I like the Edmonton Oilers plus 100 versus the Winnipeg Jets. And I like the Colorado Avalanche in regulation, minus 140 versus the St. Louis Blues. And I also don't mind the away goals if you like the salamis as well. But that is my play for today. Let's get back to it. There we go. But that's going to just about wrap up this video. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NHL tonight. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.